Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Motion RC Live. I'm James, and it is episode 43. And today we're going to have a little fun. We're going to be joined in a little bit by our product manager, Bill Jeric. He's on standby. Going to come in and talk about some of the new stuff that got added to the website just earlier this week. I managed to get a couple of them assembled here, but they're really, really cool. So we're definitely going to talk to you about that. And then, and then we'll move on with the regular scheduled type of program. But hold on, Alex. Oh, there we go. My computer was... I got Bill on my computer. It went to 10% battery right as I did that, so it almost just ruined the whole show. So we got it. But, yeah, we're going to have some fun. These are COBI. If you guys... I don't know about you. I go to the hobby shops on occasion and just walk around and love to see, not just the RC stuff. Love to see all the models and all things like that. I've definitely passed by a lot of these COBI kits, and now we've got a majority of them on the website, and they've got a full range. What I love about them, think of them as Lego for scale, lovers. Obviously Lego does a lot of great things that are scale, but then a lot of fantasy stuff, but, scale Batmobiles, all that good stuff. But we're talking real, jets, tanks, warbirds, cars. It's very interesting. This is my first experience. I never bought one on my own because I'm the type of person. How about you? If I buy something like that, then I'm in, and I'm not just going to be able to have one. I'm going to have to have more. So I was excited that these came here, and I get to make some videos on them, and have some fun with it. But they're really, really well done. So it's going to be exciting to talk about that. I did want to say, if you guys have been on the Facebook group yesterday, man, that Stu's Downhill video causes a lot of drama on whether it's real or fake. If you guys, joining us, if you would have seen it, I shared it a couple weeks back. But, he's going down the mountain there in, I think, Switzerland, I believe, where it's happening. And, I just posted a poll in there that was like real or fake. Maybe throw up a poll in here, because for whatever reason we got about 50 people clicked on the poll in our group. Of our Facebook group has almost 10,000 people. But let's put it here. We'll know. We'll get at least everybody in the chat will at least just say yes or no. Is it real or fake? And I'm on the side of it being real. Lots of people are on the side of it being fake, and let's just see how it goes. I love it, though. I love that it causes so much trouble. If I was him, never tell anyone how it was done. Just leave it as is. We got a lot of...
Real time.
There you go, real coming in. I say real. I think it'd be a lot harder to fake, but who knows? I see people are saying he set up a huge screen and he's holding it, and he's wearing green and he's holding it and manipulating it in front of a movie. I'm like, the amount of work that would take to do that, It's not like he's getting millions of views either. It's not like I could see if it was generating 2-3 million views, like some of these videos where you're going to make money off of it. But, it looks like he's just doing it for a lot of fun. So, yeah, RC Tommy, I'd love to have him on. I know you're on the real boat. I know all the guys over there, you, Jan, everybody there is on the real boat. It's almost becoming EU versus US in the chat. It's like, it's like the Ryder Cup or something. But it's really funny. I love seeing stuff like that. And then last week, we'll get to it. I made it's either rake or feel alpha, right? Totally. And then I love that somebody, I'll have your name when we pop up on Facebook, but somebody also posted a picture of the Spitfire and floats, trying to get me to to change my opinion. My opinion hasn't changed, but really funny. I love that kind of engagement stuff. It's always fun. That's why we do this, because it's fun to do these fantasy things. A little earlier on the show, too, I got some of the boats we could talk about a little bit. A lot of these, again, available. Motion RC, excited to see this lineup of them. Some really cool, and even these small ones. Like, I don't know about you, if you got a pool, like, I didn't even expect, you see the millimeter thing, I didn't really even think it was good. When I opened the box, I'm like, whoa, that is really, really small, but nice and cool. We can talk about those later. But without further ado, let's bring in Bill. So you guys remember Bill? He, you joined a couple weeks back, maybe a couple months ago, when I wasn't here. So you were sort of, right? He was sort of leading the show that time?
Yeah. Him and Alpha.
It was you, him, and I didn't even get to watch that whole show. I watched enough of it, but Bill stepped in out of nowhere. So Bill, welcome back to the show. Glad
Thanks
to have
so
you.
much. Really happy to be here, James, and hello to everybody watching. It's wonderful to be back into the Motion RC community, and excited to be talking to you about a call it an unusual for Motion RC line of merchandise to tell you about.
Cool. Now, real quick, for the people who don't know, um, just explain again your position and a little bit about you before we get into what's behind me.
Absolutely, James, and thank you. Yes, of course. I was fortunate enough to join Motion RC very early in this year, and to help both broaden the product offerings in what would be called the surface category, which would be traditionally cars and boats. Um, but along this journey, several folks in the company are very passionate about um, call it alternate products. What I like to think of them as, James, is multi-generational products, products that are, something that a person of my age I could do at the same time with my son, and in some years with my grandson, and we could do the same project at the same time. And I really like that concept of product that we can all be interested in. I mean, who doesn't love to build a capsule or a warbird or a warship or a helicopter, that are famous throughout history. And if you're a brick enthusiast, in addition to being an RC enthusiast or know people that are in that crossover zone, what a wonderful opportunity it is to be able to have product that we're all interested in. So honestly, I'm excited to work on it, to develop new relationships, and I've always been casually interested in bricks my entire life, actually, but not to the level of the enthusiasm that exists in this company for that category. There's a lot of new knowledge that I'm able to pick up, and really am passionate about conveying with our customers what makes these special.
Totally, totally. And like I said earlier, I'm a father of three, and Lego is right up my alley. Even if I'm always having to help build sets, and my son, daughter, they love playing with Legos and such. And like I said, I've seen these, and for the most part, I don't know how many young kids would be interested in the scaleness, but that's why they're still fun to build. I mean, they're still made for the younger age, but their scale details, and they're a little different than Lego, right? I mean, one thing I noticed right about, they give you pieces within the bricks that are, you know, smooth and different than a Lego, than some Lego models. I know Lego has, you know, higher end Lego, sets and stuff, but again, like I said, I always pass by these in the hobby shop near here, and when I was back in New York, and always saw them, and just said I'm not gonna buy any of them until because I'll just get addicted. I know I can't just have one. If I get a Spitfire, then I have to get every other single engine Warbird, and but it's great. I love doing this. So this was yesterday. I wanted to try to get a couple of them built just to have them on the table, and I really was impressed. I mean, I'll just start here. Build is it feels like a Lego set. They snap together easy like a Lego set. My son was excited. He was homesick yesterday, so I said, "You're gonna help Daddy out, and we're gonna build this." He chose to do the airliner because it's something he's flown in, so he was excited about it, and we had a good time. Took us about an hour or so to get it together, and yeah, everything you'd expect to see from Lego seems COBI's right there as far as fit and finish and all that good stuff. And the detailing, they add stickers to some of the packs I see, and even when I did the U-boat here, they got an iron cross like set. I'm like, whoa, I never saw that like on a Lego set. So I guess first thing, can you tell us more what you know about COBI and and who they are and what they do?
Absolutely, and what makes COBI unique in the brick world is the fact that they tend to model subjects that, let's say, other companies choose not to for whatever reason. So, for example, you won't see Lego Warbirds, for example, or other subject matter that COBI has in fact concentrated on, which I think is great and help makes them unique. As you said before, the bricks are compatible between COBI and Lego and other brands. In addition to that, the thing that's really key for our audience and potential customers to understand, James, is the fact that one of COBI's unique attributes is the fact that all of their products are pad printed. So in other words, they don't give you stickers to apply to a scale model. They are actually pad printing the bricks. So when the model is complete, it's outstandingly detailed, but more importantly, very completely durable, because pad printing, of course, is actually printed on the block versus a self-adhesive sticker placed on it. So that's a real key thing. Another unique attribute that I like about them is that they're designed and manufactured in Europe, in Warsaw, Poland. And it's fun to be able to do business again with a European manufacturer. It's been a few years for me, and I enjoy doing business with European companies. It's different. It helps me continue to remember to be multinational, and the difference in global business cultures is really fascinating to me. But to come back to the COBI experience, I like their designs, I like their people, I like their company philosophy, and it merges very, very well with what we're trying to accomplish for our customers at Motion RC.
Yeah, I noticed they have the licensing too. If you see the thumbnail, um, that was our CEO put together the Tomcat, but it's got Goose and Maverick. It is Top Gun branded, and so is the Super Hornet for, I guess, the next Top Gun movie that who knows when we're gonna finally see that. It's been forever with COVID, but I'm excited for that. That's cool too. So they're obviously a large brand, and I would have to assume, because Lego's based in Europe as well, right? So I would have to assume, I don't
There,
know how old COBI is, but I'm assuming that some Lego people were probably involved or have gone back and forth. If you're in that industry, that seems like these are the only real two that you're gonna jump to. Maybe what Mega Blocks is like the other one, but they're more for really younger kids.
well, there's that, and also there's no doubt, James, that there's a large number of how should I put this? A large number of Asian brands that make compatible blocks, but
Gotcha.
those exist. But in terms of quality and subject matter, um, Kobe is quite outstanding, and we're proud to be able to offer these to our customers, and hope that they embrace them in the spirit in which we offer them.
Gotcha. Now, one of the other questions you put here, make them. So, what makes them a little different than, I guess, other? Is there a big difference, and also are they compatible with like other bricks?
Completely compatible. They offer figures as well. The pad printing is, of course, also important, whereas some brands actually do give builders stickers versus, versus having the bricks printed. And I would say, though, if asked to distill it down to one major factor, I would say that it would be the subject matter. The fact that they're as historically accurate brick replicas as possible, that have been built from museum drawings or factory supplied blueprints, if you will, and drawings for the actual full scale model, which Kobe's modeling. So for me, it's quite exciting and very, very cool.
Yeah, I'll show. I don't know, Alex, if you could get on this camera, maybe zoom in a sec. But yeah, I'll show you like this U-boat here. The detail on it, like I was impressed as you're going through it. I obviously looked at the front of the box, but as you're putting it together, I mean, it's solid. It's got some weight to it, but I just love how all the final bricks, when they come together, they're all like clean and, just different. You're not get it. They don't really leave too much of the brick, the bumps, if you will. You know, I don't know what the technical term would be for them, but the parts that snap, everything, like even down to the little, again, the Iron Cross was just cool to see on there. You know, the anchor on the top, all these little details, and even the, you know, you could spin the rudders and the props on the planes and such. Like even the engines on the airliner here. And I love that the airliner almost looks like our custom scheme AL37. And but it is, now I will say, you said no stickers. This one did come with stickers just for the top, but this is part of the brick, the tail. But this one, I don't know if it's different for other ones. The windows were stickers and the doors. That was the only stickers you applied. But other ones did have the decal, like where it says LEAP on the side of the engine, the nozzle. That's part of the brick itself. But even like, you know, when you blow in there, you saw my son holding it earlier, it spins within itself. They do a really good job. It all fits together just perfectly. And again, even this model has a lot of nice, you know, a lot of weight to it and sort of heft. Like it's a nice thing. And, you know, all of them, I think, or at least maybe probably not the tanks, but at least the planes and the boat, you know, you build a stand as well, which has a brick that's not a sticker, that's on the brick, Boeing 737 MAX 8, which is nice, you know, just an office piece, and for everybody who loves to display things, you know, it's just pretty darn cool with how it all goes together. So I was really, really impressed. Don't need another way to spend money, says Steve Johnson. Yes, you do. Like, now I'm in. I'm mad that I was supposed to get a Spitfire, but I guess that's probably a hot seller, so I didn't get one my way. I'm a little upset about that. Now I'm gonna have to go out and buy the Spitfire one, of course. Real quick too. So you talked about where they manufactured. You talked a little bit about that. So what I want to do while, Bill, if you have anything else to say, continue on. And I just want to gather, guys, if you have any questions about this and for Bill, you know, put them out there, and we'll field questions from the community.
Well, you know, James, I just wanted to say that as the community formulates or thinks about the questions that they may have to ask, I did read some, troubling's probably too strong a word, read some, call it negative feedback, I don't remember where, about, oh, what is Motion RC abandoning their RC in their name, and oh, now they're offering toys and this and that and the other thing. And what I want to share with our audience simply is this. Our expansion into products like COBI are in addition to our product offerings to delight our customers. It's not a subtraction or a change from anything other than the fact that we continue to grow every month, and it allows us to expand into additional categories that we think would be of interest to our customers. And for me, someone who loves products, I'm delighted to be able to learn about and work on product categories that are alternate to the traditional RC cars, boats, helicopters that I've worked on my entire career. And the cool thing is, for me, the litmus test is our customers, our viewers this morning, you know, those who shop with us, they'll be the ultimate judge. If they like what we're doing, they'll buy it and support it. If they don't, that tells us that we took an improper path. So I'm eager to evaluate that, and I'm hopeful that the community embraces it in the same spirit that we at Motion RC offer it to our customers. And I just want to say thanks for the time to be able to talk about it to our audience this morning.
That'd be great. And I'd add too, like, you know, something like COBI, being that it is scale, like, you know, I was a toy collector, let's put it that way. I was very sad the day Toys R Us went under. And that was like, I lived at Toys R Us for a long time. And I hate that I only get 2 aisles of toys whenever I have to go over to Walmart or something. But, you know, I never saw toys like these. Like, I never saw COBI in those kind of stores. I only saw them in hobby stores, you know? So, you know, the Motion RC, we're a hobby shop, like, we want to have everything that a hobby store would sell, and this would be something that's there as well, you know? So, and again, especially with the scaleless, that's what people love. It's different. I saw somebody ask, do the boat float? No, they're not. That's not going to float on water. That's going to sink to the bottom. But,
Oh,
especially
come
with
on!
it being Titanic.
It is a submarine model,
It's made
so
of
it would be
plastic.
appropriate in an aquarium, right?
Bill, did you freeze?
Oh, I must have. I'm sorry.
You hear him fine?
You don't hear.
Oh, my computer might be freezing. So if
We
you
still
hear,
hear you, Billy.
keep talking,
No,
Bill.
what I
I'm
was
sorry. I guess my computer isn't working right. So
no
continue with what
problem.
you were
What I
saying.
was Well, what I was going to say is displayed in an aquarium, the submarine would be quite appropriate.
Hmm. You heard him.
I could hear Bill, everybody.
So
Don't
I guess
worry.
you have to talk to me.
I gotta talk to you.
What
through
did
this
Bill
one.
say?
Oh boy.
What did Bill say? I'm losing him. I hate technology, man. Sometimes it always goes wrong when you least need it to go wrong. Shoot. But what'd he say? Tell me. Did you miss it?
He said the submarine.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, be perfect in a fish tank. That'll be a good place to display it, for sure. But yeah, no, you're not getting anything to float. But I did see somebody say too, if they made Lego type RC products, if you crashed it, it'd be great. Then you just build it back together. That would be awesome. So as long as you guys can hear Bill, then fantastic. I seem to have lost him, but I think Bill, you had some family that you were going to get to anyway. So we're about the time. So if you have any last parting words, whether I could hear them or not, the mic is yours, my man.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for the time, and if I don't see our viewers again prior to the holidays, wish them a safe and happy time with family and friends, and just thanks for having me on board, James and Alex, and wish you a good rest of the show.
Perfect. I heard that perfectly. Of course, and he kicked on in. Thank you again, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
We'll talk next week. Have a great weekend.
Good. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's put this down. And we're back. We are back, and we're live. I hope that doesn't mess up the show. But I shouldn't turn off other computers. But I'm only there for Bill, so it's always exciting. It was my first time having Bill on with me on at the same time. I've talked to him numerous times. Obviously, we work together, but getting him on the show is good. And guys, I'm excited about these. So we got the other ones we got to build. I got the Camel, Patchy. I want to do the A10. I'm excited to see that. But all around, go check them out. There's a lot of stuff, and from what I reckon too, a lot of this stuff is already in, the States, so they're easier to stock up on at this moment, which is cool as well. So the holidays are coming up. If you got kids, or whether or not you're a big kid like I am, give it a shot if there's one that you really love, and go for it. So I see Ignacio, how's it going? It's going great, man. It's Friday. How could it not be going great?
He was talking to Alpha, not you.
What is that?
I said he was talking to Alpha.
Oh, he's talking to Alpha? Oh, sorry.
He doesn't care about you.
He doesn't care about me. Well, it's going great anyway. It's Friday.
Look at that. I just want to bring up the poll.
Alpha's not a real person. He's an AI. You can't it's like asking Alexa how she's doing. She's always gonna say she's doing fine. The poll now. Okay,
The poll
so
is
here
pretty much split. 50.
it's fake. Does it show me how many? Oh, 82 votes.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're looking at what do we got? 37 probably saying it's real versus 44 saying it's fake. We got to get him on. I'm gonna ask Stu. Does anybody know Stu in the chat? Like, has anybody ever talked to him? That video he emailed me personally. I didn't stumble across the latest one, that F4. He just emailed the customer service and sent me the link. So I'm gonna talk. If he wants to come on and sort of spill the beans, I'd happily talk to him. But I don't want to know right now anymore. As always, killing Santa. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, Vincent, thanks, man. You got to diversify, getting into other areas, and how do you breed more? How do you get the youth involved? It's things like this, right? I mean, Legos. I'm sure a lot of engineers played with Legos when they were younger, and that was their inspiration to become an engineer or an architect or a pilot. Even if you play with toys like that, getting into RC. Sure, a lot of them, their father was in RC and they became pilots because they were around aviation. You fall in love with something, and that's the kind of stuff it goes. George Watts, we shared the video on YouTube in a show maybe 2 weeks ago. The link would be in there, but it just if you're on YouTube, type Stu, Stuwe, Stu's Downhill, and it should pop up. He only has like 3 or 4 videos of that. I think he does one a year. He did the Venom we showed last year, and then this one. I'm becoming the Oprah Winfrey of RC. You get a plane, you get a plane. That'd be fun. I gotta get one of these. I gotta get a COBI on the wheel. I think, probably like a dealer's choice. I didn't get it on there yet. I'll have to ask if we can add that. But the last couple wins we gave Vulcan was the latest one. I'm keeping it on there. But yeah. No, I don't. Not quite the Oprah. I'm seeing. Are we still showing? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh, you're just looking. You're covering my chat though.
Scrolling on these Legos in the background.
Alex is
Taking a
window
look.
shopping COBI products while we're doing a show. We're live right now. We got time for that in a second. They'll be there. They won't. Well, maybe they'll sell out before we go. Yeah, Marco's reviews. Now I don't know how it works with 3D printing. I would say it's probably harder to find. I'm sure Lego is on that. At least Lego would be. People 3D printing bricks because. They make a lot of money on those bricks, and if you could just 3D print them, but I'm sure people out there are doing it. But yeah, you could definitely do stuff like that, for sure. Just ordered 2 of the brick. Oh, Salt's already in. Jeremy, if you could make a Lego flying EDF, that would be great, or a turbine. And I want to see I saw that infrared video that you'll see in a little bit here from Jeremy. That was really cool. You've had like a drone with the FLIR, the infrared, the forward something infrared. I forget what the L is. Forward length infrared? Is that how it goes? I think that's what it stands for. But it's really cool. He had on his big turbine A10. It just looked interesting. I would love to see more of that. But we'll get into it. So that does it for COBI for today, guys. Definitely check that stuff out. It'll be in the email next Tuesday. And man, if you're not doing Christmas shopping for people now, you may regret it in a month if you wait anymore. Yeah, like I'm trying to get it over with as soon as possible so I'm not stressing when, if containers don't show up. So get anything you need. If you see it, grab it. And, let's move on. So let's head to Facebook. Now, being that we had Bill on, we had some good stuff on, but not as much as standard fair, but we'll start. Ryan Hayes, come on down. MiG-21, saw that pop up on Facebook. I love it. Love the hints, the scheme on it. That looks like a solid. Looks dirty and rough and rugged. I dig that for sure. Love what he did on the bottom too. Should pop out when you fly it. Always love seeing that stuff as well. So this is great. Yeah, Marco's reviews. I'm not messing around. Like even Amazon, who knows? I just want to make sure I have, Santa's got to come, regardless of the world shipping problems, or you'll have a bigger problem on your hands. So that's great. Or you just say Grandma got it all. But then coming on to Robert Stanley who posted it. So he posted a picture. I don't know if this is the Dynam one. It might be. They make the model, and it's probably great, and it probably flies great if you want to fly off. But then a lot of people started posting, because obviously I think it's ugly, just not the model itself. Sure, the model's fine, just in real life, the real life version to me just looked ugly. But then people started sharing all different, warbirds on floats, and some of them are just really crazy. But I think that's a Hurricane. Did you share the one that was I think it was the Flightline Spitfire. Number 3 is our Spitfire. That's ours on floats. So share that one. That's our Spitfire. I didn't even know somebody did this, and he was at Null flying this around. So somebody,
Look at this natural fade between the two.
must have customized them. But now that's not a Spit though.
No.
Yeah, the other one's a
It's just the
Hurricane.
pictures lined up so perfectly. I have to
They
keep
did,
doing
yeah, they did line up well. But see, something about it, just like, to me, it just doesn't match. It's not a rugged. Spitfire is a beautiful aircraft that needs those sleek lines. There's a couple where it works, like you'll see in a little bit. This one looks cool. The Japanese aircraft, I like that on floats, but I don't know, something about it to me just it doesn't tickle my fancy. Zero floats. This one is interesting that somebody shared. Now I'm forgetting. I should have wrote down what the names of each one was, like an idiot. But that one looks really cool. I don't know where he's at because that looks like it's in a museum, model in a museum. But that looks awesome. And then this one, I like that too. I mean, like, see, now that's getting to really weird. Now I mean, the whole middle, the middle prong with the side pontoons, like, now that's cool because I like interesting stuff. But like this to me makes more sense. Like, a Bronco's a rugged aircraft, so I could see somebody tossing some some floats on it. Like, that makes more sense to me. The rugged's the go anywhere bird, and whoever did that one also, has himself a little airboat too to match. So that was cool. But all in all, Spitfires are great. They don't need floats. I don't need it on floats. I'd resort to another aircraft. If this is a hint, man, and everything I say is a hint. Everything I say is like a hint at something. I'm not hinting at anything.
Intent.
I'm just enjoying what people are sharing. Moving on, Ricardo Perci, F-16, just a nice shot with his the Minutemen. We sell that tail and we sell the red one, and it comes with the stock gray one, but that was cool. Then we had this one, Ozzy Ontiveros. He didn't actually post this on Squawk. He sent me a ticket. He sent us a ticket this morning, actually, saying check out my Fireliner. And I thought that was really cool. Just another AL-37 that, in a scheme that I had not seen. A Coulson Fireliner, he called it. Looks really, really good. I think he did that really, really nice. Should pop that up on Facebook. But just a beautiful looking airliner. And just another one. I mean, if that's not the 1,000th different AL-37 we've seen, I wonder how many we've shared. If I went through and all the amounts of AL-37s, it's gotta be. We could have a March Mayhem tournament easy of just AL-37s on the side of everything else. Maybe we should do it. Maybe we should just do an AL-37 March Mayhem. What do you guys think? AL-37s only, everything else in another 64? Do 2 64 brackets at the same time. 2 things to vote on. Everybody, because the airliner's just its own beast at this point. I saw somebody, again, made the comment, why don't they sell more base gray or base white planes? And it's like, they just don't sell the way, schemed up planes do out of the box, except the only exception is the AL-37, and this is why there's just so many schemes you can do. The opportunity's endless, from fantasy ones to real ones, and even in real life, they make planes where you're in the airport and you're like, who put that scheme on there? What? It's awesome. But that looks really great, Ozzy. Thanks for sharing it. I hope you're watching the show and you see it, because that's really awesome. Then we got Mikael Olofsson. We've seen his Gripen was the first one, so he made an F4 to match. So I know John Killen's going to like that. But he has a few. It looked like I've seen another aircraft. I think he had a Yak too, where he does that same, camo scheme. It just looks great seeing them together. So I love what he did on the F4 as well. Nice and clean, yeah, right? And then clean, and George probably talking about the AL-37 too, but that's clean as well. So like to see that as well, Mikael. That's awesome. How was the name AL-37? I think it's just Airliner 37, I don't think it's any more than that. Just Airliner 37 would be how it goes. Manu Muad. We know Manu. He does those awesome panels and that awesome work. He's showing off his 262. That's you pulled up the COBI 262. Like, this is one of my favorite jets. I just love everything about the fact it was one of the first ones, and it's different looking, it's crazy looking. I love the model of it. I love flying the 262, so I love a 262 for sure. And the way he does it, man, I almost want to just mail him a plane, have him do it for us, and then take it apart, put it back in the box, and mail it back to us. I would love to fly a Manu special. I like the way he does his things. Pole complete. 89 votes, 53% this.
Justin with the upvote
Justin,
to us like it's
screenshot it.
conclusive at all.
Head over to Facebook and start another mess. Start another fight on Facebook about it.
I just,
let's
the
never
amount
let
of
it end.
effort to fake it doesn't make sense.
That's what I say. And like, you know, we've never played with a 360 camera, but I quickly found a video of, you know, the 360. There's even no editing to get rid of the pole. It's just the way you, as long as the pole is directly underneath the camera, it automatically gets eliminated, just the function of a 360 camera. So, but
we need Stu. We need
Stu. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's like
I want to know.
You want to, I don't want to know how I don't want to know how my bacon's made, man. I just want to enjoy it, and I enjoy it. Johnny Hirsch did a little bit of work to his T33. Took the red out, like Clear Eyes. I like it. Just got the red out, all silver through. Nice and simple on it, but I dig that. So it's nice seeing that. Boom. Johnny Hirsch. Yeah, check out if I see Marco. If you're liking Manu's stuff, search his name. Search Manu in our Facebook customer community. He's been posting stuff for a few years now, and he always does a lot of that stuff. So that's cool. He has a lot of aircraft that he does, whether it's motion aircraft or not. And we had Jeff West. I dig this. I believe he said in the post that this isn't his. It's like a friend's was doing it. But some good detailing on his A10, especially on some of these close ones. He did great rivets on it. So he looks like he pushed, he sort of pressed the foam to make the rivets. And it really came out to a great effect. When you see it, these side ones aren't working as good as, like, get a close one. There we go. Check that out. That looks really good. I like it. Looks like he's using the end of a pen or something.
I think I saw in the comments there's a hex driver.
A hex driver. Okay, that's a way to work it out too. A hex driver, that works well. It looks really good. I like it, man. I remember seeing Papa Dots. It just takes time. It just takes time. I think it's what's his name. William Jackson might be the one, but he uses like a it's like a tool that you cut cookies with or something, but it has like pointy ends on the wheel, and you can roll it across, and it'll put them in. Save yourself 8 hours in spacing. You'll get the even spacing as you go through. It's just when you're doing those little panels, you might have had a problem with, but that's a cool idea too. And John Killen finally fully finished Playboy F4. I love that. And I love it in the sun. It looks like you can tell how glossy it is by this picture because it's blinding. I could guarantee if you were out with it on the runway that it was gonna blind you with the gloss coming off it. And I hope you didn't keep it out there too long. Don't want that baby bubbling up. But it looks great. So right now, because I believe one of his F4s survived. The last one he was working on didn't go down in the fire because it was in his house. He was working on it. So now he has 2. So he's at 2 with another 16 more to go before he completes it. So there you go. A Wartenberg wheel. Is that it? Yeah, I don't know what that tool would be called. I say like a pizza cutter with sharp edges. That's how I describe it if I walked into the store. I need like a pizza cutter with that. Or it'll make like those Squid Game cookies. That's how they just make it enough where it still doesn't come apart. You got to break it yourself. Then moving on to RC Pilot H or Henrik Wires. I think we might have seen this. I'm not sure if we saw it before, but Avanti and a Ferrari scheme. Love it. That's a sport jet looking like a sport car, looking like a race car. That's awesome. I think that would be a great scheme for Alpha if you're listening, like Vulcan, but make it look like a NASCAR with nothing but Motion RC branded logos. So Free Wing logo on it, Flightline, Roban, Admiral, and make it look like a dart marker. Says Jensen, that works. Used for fabric. Okay. I'll accept that answer. That sounds right.
Sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Sounds like you know what you're talking about. As long as you sound like you know what you're talking about, then I'm in. I am in. But I love the Ferrari Avanti. That's what a sport jet. That's a great sport jet. Even the Puma logo on it looks great. Dave Gardner, simple but awesome. F7F Tiger Cat. Fishing more like a fire cat, if you will. Always like to see it in white. Like that maroon is nice. That's maroon, right? I'm not colorblind. That's like maroon.
Yeah.
Or it's red in the light, but that looked maroon there. Good idea for the next one. Hey! Where's my friend? That Avanti belongs to Sherwin Beretta. Sherwin Beretta. That's his Avanti, not Heinrich. Are you going to put it? Did he fly it on video? Are we going to see it on Pilot RCH? I'd love to see it in the air. Pictures are great and all, but love seeing those videos too. So let us know. Yeah, he did a great job on that one. That's awesome. That would probably cost us $500,000 to brand a Ferrari to put Ferrari.
Yeah,
Ferrari
people
logo
watching
on
from
there.
South Africa, dude.
People watching from
Truly
South
international.
Africa. Wow. That's awesome. We've had Dirk's been on the show. We've shared video from Dirk. I didn't know he was that far. Wow, that's awesome. Victoria, South Africa. That's awesome, man. Welcome. It's amazing. I love that. And then Brandon Phelps shared this. This is a 3D printed B-25. So, awesome. I don't know what the weight would turn out. I got to get in and ask him, but man, that's awesome. I don't have a big enough 3D printer where I could even begin to imagine how many pieces I would have to splice to be able to get a plane big enough. You know, you really need a big one, but this is awesome. I love this B-25. I'd love to see this fly too, but I've never flown a 3D printed plane. I don't know, you know, the weight would be my concern. Just amount of, because you're still gonna have to have, you know, some way of, I'm assuming there's got to be some wood sparring through the pieces, like when you're printing the fuselage, or some, you know, carbon. If you're using carbon, you still gotta give it more rigidity. You can't just glue that together. But there. Hey, Flightline does need a B-25, but not till I get more single engine warbirds. We got enough twin engines at this point. We're good. We're good on twins. Give me another single engine. Give me an amen if you want a single engine warbird. Put another full. Knock on wood if you're with me. But it would be great. Man, that would take 2K electric bill to print. Yeah, John Killen, right? I wonder what kind of, you know, printers he's working with. But either way, it turned out great. I'd love to see it up close a little more, just see what he did with the layers. I know they have like that wash you can put on plastic that can sort of take the layers out, you know, when you print. Like sort of, I think it melts the top layer of the plastic depending on what you use. And I don't know what he used, ABS, PLA, who knows. But either way, it looks awesome. Not too heavy. All right. That's awesome. And the best thing about a heavy B-25 would be one to do, because you're not looking for it to go doesn't need to go fast. It just needs to, you know, fly around nice and scale like. So that's a good model to 3D print if you're going to do it. Oh, I see what's coming. You ready, Alex?
It's
that was
time.
it for Facebook. It's time for the sub, spin, and win. And I know who won already. And I saw him in the chat. So somebody's going to be happy watching. And here we go. Gotta turn this. Chucky Whiskers, come on down, sir. I saw that name. I like that name. I hope he has a mustache. Or else if Chucky, there he is. Chucky Whiskers just posted. It's your spin, my man. Here we go. What do we have today? I'm hoping for an extra spin for a live member.
Been a while.
I think today's the day. It's been a while. It's been a while.
All right.
Are you ready? We're on it.
We're all set up here.
I'm here. We're live.
Go extra spin.
All right. Extra spin for a win. We'll start there. Let's start there. Extra spin for a live member.
Yeah, set it up. Set it up.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big money. Big money. Big money.
Oh, it
next winner. Let's do the spin for Chucky Whiskers. Then you can tell me who won the next one.
Yeah, I just gotta run the algorithm.
You gotta run the algorithm. There you go. Door one key. Oh, but we're calling that the Dora. Out there. All right. So this spin is for Chucky. This is you still. 3, 2, 1. I think it's loosening up. Oh, he gets the Mad Shark.
Mad Shark for Chucky Whispers.
I hope you're a boat guy. And that's the one. I got it here. I have not driven it yet, but you won yourself a Bancroft Mad Shark. So you're going to email us at contest@motionrc.com. Hang out for that. Or you put it up there. Write that down because you have to email us, Chucky, regardless. I got to see it to claim it. So now, Alex, who's our next winner? It is John Potts in the chat. Was the lucky winner. And this is your spin. So John Potts, if you're there, let us know if you're there. I hope you're still watching, but at one point you were here today.
You should be here. It's in from the live chat
here.
members, so.
He's its live chat member. He's here. So John Potts, this spin is going to be for you, sir. And again, this empty space, for some reason, this...
He's in chat. He's here.
He's in chat. Is a Flightline Dora. So if it lands on there, getting a Flightline Dora. I'm going to start. Where are we going to start? What does he want? Let's start with an Avanti.
He wants an Avanti.
He doesn't want an Avanti. All right, are we ready to go?
Let's see it.
John Potts, this spin's for you. Solid! Oh,
Ooh,
F9
nice.
Panther. There you go. Free wing 64mm Panther. It's going to be you as long as it's... I hope it's in stock. If it's not, I will get you an equivalent Panther. If something is out of stock for some reason on this, you'll get the money... the equivalent amount in gift card money, by the way, and that's in the rules at the bottom. But John Potts, you got yourself a Free Wing Panther. Then we gave away a Mad Shark boat. Now we can start. Next week we're gonna have some other products on there. But both of you guys, please email me Chucky Whiskers and Potts. Email me at contest@motionrc.com. If you do it today, I get the order in. More than likely, it usually ships out early next week because it's already Friday. By the time this show ends, the guys are probably, warehouse is already sending out as much as they can. Sometimes it doesn't go out there. But yeah, I saw one guy popped up on the chat asking, I never got an email. So Chris Cole, I never got that email in my inbox. You have a week. You have till next Friday to just send me an email. That's the... we don't have many rules for this, but that's the one where I gotta follow the rules, in order to claim your prize. So either way, guys, congratulations. Finally, we got the live spin for a live man. I love when that happens. And we called it. We tend to call things when they go. That wheel's rigged.
It listens. The wheel listens to us.
It's totally rigged, but fantastic. So today is so far a good day. We got about 10 minutes left. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the boats, and as that, we'll sort of combine the boats and the, and any questions and answers. So, no, we have to do YouTube.
Yeah, that's...
Oh my goodness.
I got my finger over YouTube,
Oh,
and you're
I
like,
was looking.
"Are
Oh,
we
whoops.
cutting?
Let's go to YouTube. We had a couple good things to share on YouTube. Sorry. The initial video, if you guys want to, I forgot to put the links. We just got busy setting up with Bill. I'll re-put the links in after the show, but the opening video you guys saw, it was a 10-minute flight on the Spitfire. He goes for another 5 minutes on the Flightline Spitfire. Our Polish friend, whose name I cannot pronounce, Arkadiusz, yeah, it just never works for me. Kostian, I can't. I'll never be able to just say it phonetically. Nobody's ever spelled that for me, but I love the way he flies. Love a Spitfire. So if you want to check that video out, I'll fill in the blanks there. And John, I'm glad it made your week, man. It makes our week every week. I'm glad we started doing that because it's fun. Who doesn't want to spin a wheel? I never got to spin a wheel like that in my life. Feel like, Vanna White. I'll flip letters all day. I'll quit today if I could flip letters. Best job on TV, no doubt. But yeah, so let's get on to rest of YouTube. We had some cool things. So I was talking about Jeremy Salt. You're in the chat. Just a really cool I wish the video was longer so you could see it in the air follow, but check it out with the infrared. This is on his big twin turbine A10. That just looks really cool. You see the heat. Obviously, they were out. I don't know when you filmed this, but you're obviously out there in Utah, so you're seeing the heat on the runway.
Makes it look super scale.
Yeah.
When you pop in, like you can't tell that's a model then.
Yeah, totally. Especially, and then, when it takes off, it's cool because you see the afterburners, there they are. You see them in the infrared. Like, that is really, really cool. John Killen, you know what? How about this, John? In a week, we'll do the poll on the chat. Let's pick your next F4 rebuild. Send us I don't know, 10 schemes that you're thinking of, and do one for us. Let us pick one. That would be awesome. I'd happily, I love polls. Who doesn't love polls? But either way, Jeremy, this is just so sweet. Now, this isn't your drone. This is a friend's drone, I believe, if you're still there in the chat. That had, the lens, I guess. It's a lens that does this. But either way, it's just cool. And then on this, it ends after the takeoff. I wish he would have been able to follow around, but I guess the drone's probably not fast enough, this one, to go through.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, right? Isn't that cool? Then just seeing the heat map of everything else around, just really cool, different, interesting. And go check out Salt Productions if you want to see more cool stuff like that. He's definitely got some cool flying on his shot. Then we had RC Media World. They're a big RC channel, and just caught this one, just 2 AL-37s. Love it. Love them. 2 grass takeoff, just flying around, hanging on. Yeah, KO, it's a FLIR, lens on the drone that just gives that infrared, the infrared look. Just really cool. I love seeing the airliner. It looks like my COBI airliner now. I could put next to my AL-37. Excited. And that's another nice scheme on the airliner as well. And I love our fake Motion RC scheme. I think it's just nice and simple. Like, I could see it being a real aircraft, That would be awesome. One day. Motion RC will be big enough where RC will buy an airliner for us to all fly around. Or we'll get there. We'll get there. We gotta buy some COBI products, guys. Come on. Get on it. Then Jeff Leisure, like this, never saw him pop up. I don't know if he popped up on the channel, but a good flight on his Tomcat. Gotta love with the wing sweep. I mean, anytime you see it, I understand why this is such an exciting, people love their Tomcats for sure. And it's never fallen out of popularity, the free wing Tomcat. And now I just think maybe at the beginning when it first came out a few years ago, people weren't ready for it, but now that jets are the thing, more and more people are jumping to it, because all it is a little transmitter work. Other than that, there's no reason that most people can't work their way up to flying. It just looks good too. Got some speed on it, sweeping the wings back and forth. Always love to see it. Now, we're not dropping the RC from the name. Nobody said that. We're just selling everything that you get at a hobby shop, baby. But Jeff Leisure, really awesome. And again, I'll have the link in the description within the hour after the show ends. I'll add the links if you guys want to come back and, be able to find them, or just Google search, YouTube search the name. And then last but not least, I just saw this pop up this morning. Dom over at Essential RC. Love to see the Super Cobra heli flight. This pilot who was flying it, go check out. You guys are probably all subscribers to Essential RC. But just love this flight on I think it's a 700 Roban Super Cobra. But it looks really good and it sounds great. And just the way the guy was whipping it around, he does some, I don't know what you call it, like the equivalent of a stall turn, I guess, but it's like, you take it up almost vertical and then just the fuselage spins and points down. It looks awesome. This would have been fun to see in real life. In person, I should say. But here it is. Yeah, like this is the kind of heli moves that, ooh, Like, it feels like you're riding a roller coaster, you know? He just Fortunate Son playing. Like, that's the only song I could think of. Every helicopter movie, obligatory Fortunate Son has to play. But just looks really good. Really maneuverable too. You know, it's fun. It's funny. I see a lot of heli videos. I don't know why, but it's like mostly hovering and soft. It's rare with these scale ones where you see somebody just open it up. You know, like, I love that. Like, let's see what it can do. Because I'm not gonna be flying anytime soon, but I love to see when pilots just take it. And then he's doing like touch and goes. I was like, is he landing or that? That'd be great. Wine Country wants to see. You want to see a heli and an F-22 crash into each other? Why?
Oh, that'd be awful.
That would be us. Chop up, just see a jet fly into it. No, be a lot of money on the ground. But hey, I'll watch it. I'm not saying I won't watch it. I can't look away from a good crash. But either way, Dom, awesome. You know, you're always putting out great videos. So definitely check that out. I'd love to see that one. So then about the boats, I don't know too much about each one individually. I got the boxes. Box came in yesterday. Me and Alex and I got to get these out. But they're all ready to run. As far as Bancroft, all available at the moment, and just some different options. I haven't had like a catamaran type styled speedboat, but just checking it out, you know, for the first time. Again, I just pulled this out. I didn't look at anything else. I just said I got to get it on the table, open them up quick. Oh, you're playing the heli video again. Hit the wrong button. What are you doing to us? Oh, did you lose us? Nope, we're back. There we are. But I'm excited. I like playing with some boats. Always fun to be able to jump around. I get that luxury to be able to jump around sometimes to, you know, other facets of the hobby. But yeah, nice plastic hulls. Everything looks nice and waterproofed in, just like some of the other Bancrofts we had done early on. I actually don't know how that comes off. Oh, there's a whole lock mechanism on the front. Never had to do that. Cool. First time I'm even taking it off. But I believe now these two Mad Sharks, the yellow one has a more souped up power system than the orange one, so there'd be different price tags, but all of them linger in the range of like $100 about on the RTR. So, you know, again, just goodies that you could toss in with other things. If you live near water, go definitely check them out. Take outboard, but this one 30 amp ESC looks like inside. Receiver again all bound. It comes with you know, the radio and everything else you're gonna need. And then the only thing with boats, from what I learned in the other ones, buy yourself some boat grease, or because you got to grease it up after and clean it out after every run, or at least when you're done for the day. Definitely grease it up. You don't want them to get locked up, but from just out the box, they look really cool. So I'm excited to see how they go. A couple different styles, and then I'm just really something about these small ones, man. I mean, that's, you know, that's right in the palm of my hand. I never saw one that small, so that'll be fun. You could do donuts in a bathtub with this one, which will be kind of cool. But that'll be awesome. The David Yourself channel, what's going on, man? And all the foamy homies. I never heard that before. Somebody's gonna start a new Facebook group like within 10 minutes. Foamy homies. That's awesome. And then the Magic Cat one is also small and can I say cute? Let me open one of these up and see what's inside. Smaller motor, but again, still looks like everything you need in there. I don't know what size battery. It's probably a 2S battery, I would expect. Again, I didn't really get a chance to look them all over. It's a bath boat for sure, but that'll be fun. John Killen, you're on a boat right now? Right at this instance? Are you building an F4 on floats? Do you have an F4 on floats yet? What's up, Mike Bird? What's going on, man? Thomas Rasmussen, never had a boat. You know, these are the type of boats you start with. Obviously, these aren't winning any racing competitions or anything like this. This is for leisure. You know, these are what get you in. You buy something like this and either you enjoy it or you don't, and you didn't have to spend a lot of money to make that decision on whether or not you know, are going to be a boat guy. That's like the best size. Yeah, total bathtub size. But that's sort of, where this range, if you will, of boats, land, like some of the other ones. But all around, all cool, and I'll get the links to these as well in the description at some point. But they're all, if you check, sort by, all our boats, you'll see what's available now, so you can go. Chucky Whiskers waiting on the float set for the AL37. It's coming. Somebody's got to do it now. Uh-oh. Somebody's got to do it. That would be really funny. That would be awesome. Is there a boat made for recovering airplanes? No, there should be a tug. A tug would be great. A boat of shame, if you will, to go recover your airplanes. That would be good. But yeah, tugboat would be nice as well. Oh, just thinking of a song. Oh, okay. All right. Now it's Lonely Island. All right, guys. I can't believe it's already 1 o'clock, and just like that. So, everybody, thank you as always for joining us on our little live show here. I want to thank Bill for jumping on with us. That's awesome. Again, guys, just something new, something else to another way to enjoy a hobby, if you will. Go check out these. We're gonna try to do some cool time-lapse stuff with a few of these things, but they're definitely cool. I'm excited to have them on our website. Just another way to draw more attention to Motion RC, hopefully get more eyes, and the people who might find Motion RC now because of Lego or COBI, they might be the next group of people who like, oh man, I didn't even know, an RC plane. I noticed that when we put the B-24 in the tank video, when we first released the tanks, so many comments from, I guess, guys who are into RC tanks, like, where do I get that B-24? And I think we probably sold a few B-24s for people who just needed it sitting because it's 16 scale next to their 16 scale tanks. And that's sort of how this stuff works. So, again, guys, episode 44 coming up. I can't believe we're already in November. I don't know what we're going to be doing next week, but we're going to have fun with whatever we do. If you want to share anything, you want to see it on the show, many ways to do that in the description. You could head to the Hobby Squawk link and share it through there. Share something on Facebook. I usually tend to see it and we find it that way. Or, at Motion RC on YouTube. If you're posting a video flying a Motion RC product, I'd love to see it. So, as always, guys, thank you all so much. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're maiden in, whatever you're driving, boating. Enjoy it, and we will see you next Friday on Motion RC Live. Bye, guys.